The sun rises slowly over the square horizon, painting the blocky world in shades of gold and orange. I open my eyes and realize I'm still alive. After the chaos of last night, my wooden hut still stands, though half of the wall looks like it was, chewed by a zombie. I take a deep breath, remembering the endless moaning that filled the night. The sound still echoes in my head like ghosts that refuse to rest. I grab my wooden sword splintered from overuse and step outside. The air is cold, the sky is clear, and the land is quiet. Too quiet. I walk across the small patch of dirt I called my farm. One lonely seed pokes out of the ground, weak and barely alive. My stomach growls, reminding me that hunger in this world is not just a bar on the screen. It's pain and panic rolled into one. I scan the horizon. The trees stand tall like watchful giants, and I can see movement between them. Maybe a sheep, maybe a zombie left behind. I can't tell from here, but I know one thing: I can't stay in this place forever. Last night, I nearly didn't make it. I remember when the sun dropped and the shadows stretched. The first moan came from behind my back. I turned and saw two zombies wandering toward my tiny shelter, their eyes glowing faintly. Green, their steps slow but unstoppable. I hit one once, twice, but the sword broke on its face, and I had to run inside, slamming my door shut. I spent the night staring at that door, afraid to blink. Now I need to move smarter. I decide my first goal: find food and rebuild my gear. I take a stick and 2 stones, trying to remember how to craft something better than wood. I finally manage to shape a stone pickaxe and a stone sword, stronger, heavier, something that feels like progress. I head toward the forest. The leaves rustle as I step in. Every sound makes my heart jump. I see a chicken. It looks harmless, stupid. Even I swing and miss once. Then again, the chicken falls and drops a piece of raw meat. I stare at it, thinking how strange it is to feel victory over a chicken. I pick it up carefully. I know I can't eat it raw. I need a furnace, I need coal, I need time. But time is something I don't have, because as I walk deeper, I see it again. Tracks in the dirt. Zombie tracks, big, slow, but recent. I grip my sword tighter and keep moving. Sunlight filters through the trees like hope trying to break through fear. I reach a hill and climb it to get a better view. From here, I can see the land stretching forever, rivers cutting across, plains, mountains rising like walls of stone far away. I spot a cave dark and wide, maybe a chance to find coal, maybe death waiting inside. I decide to go for it. The cave entrance smells of damp air and mystery. I step in slowly, my footsteps echoing. I see patches of stone and gravel, but no light, no coal. I break a few blocks anyway, hoping for luck, and suddenly I see it: tiny black spots on gray stone. My heart jumps. It's coal. I dig fast, collecting pieces, each one a promise of warmth and survival. I hurry out before the darkness can bring anything worse behind me. As I leave, I hear faint footsteps, maybe just my imagination, or maybe not. I reach my hut again and start placing cobblestone together. I build a furnace, light a small fire, and cook the chicken. The smell fills the air, and for the first time since I woke up in this world, I feel human. I eat quickly and stare at the sky. It's almost noon, the sun shining bright. The world looks peaceful, but I know the peace is fake. I decide to gather wood for a stronger shelter. The forest whispers as I chop tree after tree. The rhythm of axe hitting wood becomes a heartbeat of survival. I gather enough logs to expand my hut. I build a roof, thicker walls, and a tiny window just to see the outside world. When the night comes again, I feel a bit safer. The sun begins to fall, orange light fading into deep blue. I can already hear them in the distance, the zombies crawling out of holes, moaning in hunger. I place torches around the hut, hoping light will keep them away, but deep down I know light only delays them, it doesn't stop them. The first moan grows louder, then another, then more. It becomes a chorus of the dead. I grip my sword again, my heartbeat racing. I peek through the window and see them, dozens this time, crawling, limping, falling, but never stopping. Their eyes glow in the dark like cursed stars. I whisper to myself, this is day 2 and I'm still a noob, but tonight I'll fight smarter. They reach the walls, scratching and groaning. I strike through the tiny gap between planks, hitting one in the head. It falls, Another takes its place. I keep swinging, counting hits. Hoping my sword doesn't break again, one zombie falls into the torch, knocking it over. Darkness floods. The left side of the hut, I panic rush to replace it. Another zombie pushes through a hole I left unpatched. I swing wildly. The sword cuts through its arm. It keeps coming. I scream but keep hitting until it drops. My breathing is heavy. My arms shake. I fix the hole quickly with dirt. My heart won't slow down outside. They keep coming like waves of despair. I start to realize they're stronger tonight, or maybe I'm just tired. I can't tell the difference. I look around the small room. The furnace glows softly. The walls look fragile, but they've held so far I lean against one corner, trying to catch my breath. Then I hear something different. Not a moan, not a groan, but a hiss. I freeze, my blood runs cold. That sound, I've heard it. Once before, when I first spawned and saw an explosion take out a tree, I back away from the window. I know it's a creeper. I try not to move it. Hisses again, louder this time. Then silence. Seconds later, the world shakes. Half my wall disappears dust, and dirt fill the air. I cough, stumble out into chaos. Zombies rush in from every side. The torchlight flickers. I swing left, right, again and again. I don't even see what I'm hitting. I only know I have to keep moving. I dash toward the forest, running. Blindly through trees, branches hitting my face behind me. I can hear them chasing. I trip over a root roll in the dirt and get up again. My hands bleeding, my health low. I keep running until I see water. A river shimmering under the moonlight. I jump, in swimming across, hoping they can't follow for a moment. It feels like safety, until I see shadows in the water too. They're following even here. I swim faster, gasping for air. Finally, I reach the other side, pull myself onto the shore and collapse. On the grass, breathing hard, the world is quiet again. Only the sound of crickets fills the night. I look up at the stars, blocky and bright, wondering if anyone else is out there, another noob trying to survive. Maybe somewhere beyond the mountains. I don't know. I get up and look around. No shelter, no tools, half a heart left. I gather sticks and dirt and build a tiny hole in the ground enough to hide until morning. I sit inside the dark, cramped space, listening to faint zombie moans fading. With distance, I whisper to myself I survived again. Barely, the night feels endless, but I keep my eyes open, afraid to sleep. Morning can't come soon enough. I think about everything I've done wrong. I wasted time building a small hut too close to danger. I didn't plan for food or tools. I fought when I should have hidden. I survived by luck, not skill. I know that has to change when the first light of dawn breaks. I crawl out of the hole and see the land soaked in quiet peace again. The zombies have burned away, leaving only drops of flesh and broken armor. I feel both relief and sorrow. Relief that I'm alive. Sorrow that the world feels emptier every time I win. I start walking with no direction. Maybe east, maybe west, doesn't matter. I just need a new beginning. As I walk, the sun warms my face and I feel new strength rising inside me. I tell myself today, I'll build smarter, I'll find iron, I'll make armor, I'll stop being a noob. I reach a meadow full of flowers. Bees buzzing lazily around it feels almost too beautiful for this cruel world. I find a flat spot and start marking the ground, planning a small base, not just a hut this time, but a home with walls thick enough to stand the night I chop wood again. Cut stone from a nearby hill and begin building block by block. The hours pass. The sun moves slowly across the sky. I make progress, walls rising like hope after fear. The furnace sits in one corner, cooking meat I found from pigs nearby. I even make a small chest to keep what little I own. Every swing of the pickaxe feels like a heartbeat telling me I'm getting better. Little by little, when the sun begins to set again, I light torches everywhere, this time high on walls, on trees, around the base. I don't want any shadows left. I stand at the doorway watching the horizon fade from gold to purple. I can feel the world holding its breath again before releasing the night, and then the moans return, distant, but sure, the undead crawling. Out once more, but this time I'm ready. I take my sword in one hand, my courage in the other, and whisper, "Let them come, because tonight I'm not running, I'm surviving." The first zombie appears just as the sun slips away behind the hills, its face half-rotted eyes glowing faintly. It moves slow, dragging its legs through the grass. I wait at the doorway, silent as stone. When it comes close, I swing once. The blade connects and it falls. Another moan echoes behind it, then another. Soon the field around my base begins to move with figures rising from the dark. My torchlight flickers on their faces and I feel the fear returning. I tighten my grip and breathe. Slow this time, I will not panic. I let them come close enough, then strike, step back, strike again. I count the rhythm like a dance of life and death. 1, 2, swing, 1, 2, step. The first few fall easily. Then more arrive faster, some from the trees. Some from behind rocks. I circle the base, staying in the light. The sword begins to chip. I can see cracks forming along its edge. I need to be careful. One wrong move and I'll be unarmed again. A zombie lunges from the side. I dodge barely its claws. Scrape my shoulder. I feel the sting, but keep fighting my heart. Pounding louder than their moans. I swing hard and send it down. Dust rises around my feet. I don't stop until the field is still. Only bodies fading into smoke remain. I lean on my sword, breathing heavy, my hands shaking. The night is quiet again for now. I look up and see the moon high above, square and cold, like an unblinking eye watching me. I whisper to it. I survived again, and it says nothing, just stares from the void. Walk around the base, checking the torches. A few went out. I relight them one by one. The orange glow returns, chasing shadows away. I hear a spider somewhere clicking softly on stone. I ignore it, not tonight. I've had enough fights. I return inside. Close the door and sit by the furnace. The fire hums gently, the sound of safety. I cook the last piece of meat I have and eat slowly, tasting victory with every bite. I think about tomorrow, about how I can't keep living day by day without a plan. I need armor. I need better tools. I need iron, and maybe one day diamonds. The thought makes me smile faintly. I stare at the flickering flame, imagining what it would feel like to hold diamond gear shining blue and strong. I fall asleep beside the furnace, too tired to worry about the rest. When I wake, the sunlight floods the room. I feel new again, stronger, maybe smarter. I step outside and stretch. The air is fresh, the land quiet. I grab my pickaxe and start walking toward the mountain. I saw. Yesterday it looks far, but full of promise. The journey is long through grass and sand, across rivers and over hills. I see sheep, cows, chickens. I hunt a few for food, leaving the rest to roam the world. Feels alive and endless after hours of walking. I reach the base of the mountain. It's tall, jagged, and intimidating. I start climbing step by step, breaking stones to make stairs. The higher I go, the better the view below. I can see forests, rivers, plains, all of it mine to explore. I reach a ledge and spot a dark hole half covered by vines. It looks like an entrance to something bigger. I step closer and peer inside. It's deep, so deep that the air feels cold just standing near it. I light a torch and hold it out. The walls shimmer faintly. There's iron down there. I can see it. I smile, whispering. Finally, I start digging a careful path downward, making sure not to fall. The cave opens wider as I descend. Shadows crawl along the walls. The deeper I go, the more the world above disappears, until only the torchlight remains. I reach the bottom and see iron veins running across the rock. I mine them quickly, each clang echoing like thunder in the dark. I collect enough to fill half my inventory. When I turn, I notice another tunnel branching. Off it glows faintly green. I hesitate, curiosity fighting fear. I walk closer. Slowly then see it, a pool of lava bubbling quietly beside a vein of coal, and above it a few glimmering blue spots. My breath catches. It's diamond. I can't believe it, but I remember my pickaxe is stone. I can't mine it, not yet. I'll need iron. I quickly smelt what I can in a small furnace and craft a shiny iron pickaxe. Its weight feels right in my hand. I take a deep breath and swing. The first diamond breaks, free dropping into my inventory. I laugh out loud, the sound echoing off the walls. I mine the rest carefully. There are 5 in total, enough for a sword or maybe a pickaxe. I can't decide yet. I put them safely away and turn back to leave, but the way out doesn't look the same. The torches I placed are gone, or maybe I came from another direction. I walk forward hoping I'll find the exit, but the cave twists like a maze. I keep walking, hearing small echoes that sound like footsteps behind me. I stop, listen, nothing, then again. Faint, almost human. I move faster. My torch flickers low. I light another and see movement ahead, not zombies but skeletons. 2 of them bows ready. I dive behind a rock, an arrow whizzes past, hitting the wall beside. I grip my sword and rush one, blocking the next arrow with my shield. It shatters but buys me time. I hit one twice. It falls, the other shoots again. Arrow scraping my arm, I swing hard, knocking it into lava. It burns and disappears. I pant heavily. Sweat mixing with dust. I need to get out. Now I find the path upward again and climb fast, hearing more noises from behind but not looking back. When I see daylight at the top, relief fills my chest. I run the last few steps and collapse on the grass. Outside, breathing in the open air, I laugh again. Diamonds and life both in my hands. I walk back toward my base, sun already setting by the time I arrive. I melt the rest of the iron craft, a chest plate, helmet, and sword. I feel unstoppable. I put the diamonds in a chest for now, keeping them safe. I look around the base and decide to expand it more. I dig trenches, place fences and torches. I even make a small watchtower from cobblestone climbing. It gives me a perfect view of the land below. As the sun disappears, I see movement again. Zombies rising from the ground, just like before. But this time I'm ready. I stand tall, sword in hand, waiting as they gather their moans roll across the hills. I feel the thrill of fear and courage mixing. Inside me, I step down from the tower, meet the first zombie. Halfway, 1, strike 2, it falls. The next comes stronger. Armored, I parry its attack, sparks flying. I swing again until it breaks apart more, come from every direction. I fight, like never. Before rolling, dodging, countering, my sword glowing in torchlight, I hear my heartbeat matching the rhythm of battle. The night stretches on endless waves of the undead, testing my walls, my will, my strength. I don't back down, not once by the time dawn arrives. My base stands untouched, bodies of the fallen fading into dust. I drop my sword and laugh, exhausted. Proud alive, the sun rises, bathing the land in light. I whisper to myself, Day 2. Survived. Day 3 begins, and this world no longer. Feels like a nightmare, it feels like a challenge, and I am ready for it. I follow it until I hear something strange, a low rumble like the heartbeat of the earth. I keep walking, until the tunnel opens into a vast underground cave, filled with lava rivers flowing between islands of stone. Above me glows a ceiling covered in glowing moss. The light dances on the lava, turning everything golden and red. I stand there in awe, the beauty and danger mixed together. Then I see them zombies, dozens of them standing across the lava, staring silent as if waiting for something. I hide behind a rock, watching. They don't move. They just stand there as if guarding something. I look past them and see it. A structure built of black stone glowing faintly purple. I feel a chill run down my spine. A nether portal, half lit, half broken. Maybe that's where they come from. Maybe that's why they never stop. I step closer, trying not to make a sound. I find a chest near the portal and open it inside. I find obsidian, flint, and steel. I stare at it, my hands trembling. Do I light it or leave it alone? Curiosity burns stronger than fear. I strike the flint. The spark catches. Purple light bursts out, filling the cave. The portal hums with energy. The zombies suddenly move, all of them turning toward me, moaning louder than ever. I back away, tripping on rocks. They start walking through the lava, burning but still coming. I run, climbing back up the path, dropping blocks behind me to slow them down. My heart races. The tunnel shakes with the sound of their groans. I reach the surface, gasping for air as sunlight hits my face. I look back, the hole behind me, silent again. No zombies, no noise, only the faint hum of the portal echoing below. I know I've awakened something. I run back to my base faster than ever when I arrive. I fortify every wall, every gate, every inch of land I can reach. I dig trenches, place traps, line the walls with lava. I build towers on each corner of the base, torches everywhere shining like stars on the ground. I craft new armor iron shining in, the sun my sword sharp enough to cut fear itself as night falls again. I wait at the tower, watching the darkness spread over the land. The first moans come louder than before. Then the horizon begins to move, shapes rising from the ground, from the rivers, from the forest, too many to count. They march toward my base like an army, endless, unstoppable. I grip my sword, whispering, "This is it. the final test. They reach the fences. I light the lava traps, flames roar, cutting through the night. The first wave burns, but more keep coming. I swing my sword at the ones that make it through the gates. I fight side by side with fire and light every block I placed. Now fighting for me. Arrows fly from my tower, hitting targets one after another. I fight until I can't feel my hands anymore. The air thick with smoke and ash, the sky glowing red from the flames, my armor cracks, my health drops, but I don't stop because this is my world, my fight, my day two. And I won't lose it to the dark. The ground shakes under their numbers, the moans rise like thunder, and I scream back, swinging harder, faster, refusing to fall. Dawn breaks, slowly light, spilling over the battlefield one by one. The zombies catch fire, turning to dust. The last one falls at my feet. Silence returns, broken only by the wind blowing through what remains of my walls. I drop to my knees, tears mixing with dirt, laughter escaping my lips. I did it, I survived. I beat the night, I crawl to the top of my tower and look out over the land, smoke rising from the fields, torches still burning bright. I whisper to the empty air. This world tried to break me, but it made me stronger. I watch the sunrise painting the sky gold and pink, and for the first time, I don't feel fear, only pride. I walk down, gather what's left, rebuild again, stone by stone, wall by wall. The cycle continues, but it feels different now. Not like struggle, but purpose. I craft banners, place them on the tower, marking my base as mine. I plant more crops, breed, animals expand my fences. I even build a small pond beside the farm, reflecting the blue sky above. I fish quietly, listening to the peaceful sounds of the world. No moans, no hisses, just life when night comes again. I light every torch and sit by the fire waiting, but the zombies don't come. Not that night or the next. The silence feels strange, almost lonely. I think of the portal down in the cave, still burning, still waiting. Maybe one day, I'll go through it. Maybe one day, I'll face what's on the other side, but not yet. I look up at the stars, feeling calm and strong, whispering to the world. Thank you for the lessons, thank you for the fear, thank you for the fight. I lie down near the fire, close my eyes, and let sleep take me. The sound of the crackling flames mixing with the faint wind outside. Morning comes again, and I wake smiling, knowing that this noob survived not by luck, but by learning, by fighting, by refusing to give up. The zombies won't stop coming, but neither will. I will keep surviving, building, growing, because that's what this world teaches you every day. You live here as victory. Every sunrise, a promise, every night, a test, and every heartbeat, a reminder that even in a world of blocks, there is courage, hope, and life. I look out once more across the land, whispering softly to myself. Surviving Minecraft Day 2 wasn't easy, but it made me who I am. And if the zombies ever come again, they'll find a player who doesn't run anymore. They'll find a survivor.